need a little more time.
You know what it is. Once again, hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe, y'all? It's the What Up Doe Show. I am back, and I am on a Friday night. Yes, indeed, the What Up Doe Show, as you remember it, is long gone, but the What Up Doe Show, as you know it, is here. Brand new, fresh and new, with my two co-hosts, my boy Big Ed. What's going on, Big Ed?
What's going on, OG?
You got it. And also we got my guy Waze. What's happening, Waze?
What's happening?
Waze got his new microphone hookup, trying to show off this evening, man. So, Big Ed, what's going on your side of the world, bro?
Nothing much. Kids had off school today for what reason, I have no clue. And, these kids get out of the school more now than we ever did for just little stupid shit. So now the teachers got to fill out grades, so they get a day off of school.
Ooh. Well, that's good.
Teacher did that shit while we was doing the work in class.
God, let the teachers have a peace. Let the teachers have a peace. They need some. These kids are different. They need a little space, some elbow room.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today, man.
That's what I'm saying. Joe, what's going on up there?
Man, not much. Got shed on with some snow today. Found myself having to shovel. Other than that, I'm just kicking it, man. I got my grown man glass here, and I'm enjoying.
The dude is talking about the S word already. It's too soon.
We're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches tomorrow.
You know, I had a girl. She was supposed to get 1 to 3 inches tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna show up to give it to her. Look here. So, I had a day today, man. I want to give a major shout out to the Walden family, the Walden clan. A close friend of mine, guy like family to me, my brother Chico. We laid him to rest today, and I got my brothers in town. So I got one brother that's here. My other two brothers came to town for the funeral. So all four of the Wilson boys were in the house today for Chico. We represented, and it was good. It was good. It was cool. It was a lot more Chico than I expected it to be. Put it that way. It was a lot more like his life. So you walk in, you know how funerals are. You walk in, they're usually playing the little instrumental music, the funeral music, and whatever, something soft and light. And nope, not Chico's funeral. Walked in there, you heard it's all the way live. Hey, show no, all the way live. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so basically he DJ'd his own funeral today. So that was a cool little thing to kind of ease it back. It was at a funeral home, not a church, so people felt a little less restricted. And yeah, a few profanities flew out there. They apologized for them, but they still flew out there. It was really very fun. At the same time, very sad, and I miss my brother, man. I miss my brother Chico, man. Chico he deserved his going away, and his homegoing service to be just like it was. He really did. I would have liked to have seen more of the brothers from the hood, but still, he had his family, and that was number one to him. And he was like family to me, so I had to be right there with him. And it was a lot. It was interesting. But on top of that, I also want to give a shout out and prayers out to the Howard family. I know, man. I'm starting off depressing y'all, but don't let this stop y'all from enjoying the show. Promise me. Uh, I got to give a shout out to the Howard family because my friend and longtime friend Bruce Howard, he also passed away last week, and his funeral is tomorrow. However, my brother, the one that was closest to Bruce, he didn't hear about it until it was too late, and he already booked his flight to leave at the same time the funeral starts. So I'm going to miss Bruce's funeral. So we went to the family hour this evening to pay our respects at the viewing. So we had a full day of seeing our friends and as they are laid to rest. So um, where Bruce's service was in the hood, and so we saw a lot more of the old crew and old friends from the hood
Right.
at his viewing. So um, that was kind of cool to get caught up and to see some people. And then I graduated with one of his sisters, and I went to school with two of his sisters, but graduated with one. And so that was cool to see them. Um, it was interesting because she didn't recognize me. And I mean, we go way back, right? And she didn't recognize me. I was sitting there talking to her, and it was ironic. I had a customer of mine that I didn't know that was not from the hood, who works with Michelle Howard, um, and I didn't know they worked together. She saw me like, hey, you sold me my car, right? So I go up to talk to her. They're talking. She's talking to Michelle, and I go over to find out how do you know her? You know, how do y'all know each other? And I cracked the ice by saying, why did y'all let her in here? Right. And it was kind of cool. And Sharon turned to Michelle and said, he sold me my car. And she said, oh, this your car salesman? I said, yeah. She said, oh, she said, do you know my brother? I was like, because we all had on masks.
Right.
And I looked at her and I paused and I said, I pulled my mask on. I said, I know you too. And she lost it. She just absolutely lost it when she realized who she was talking to. So it was pretty nice. It was really good to see her. Unfortunate circumstances aside. And last but not least, I gotta give another one last shout. I gotta shout to the Hanson family, who ironically Keith Hansen came by um, like 3 days ago, a few days ago, to let us know about Bruce and his arrangements. And 2 days later, I got a phone call from another friend letting me know that Keith Hansen's mother passed. So we lost Miss Hansen 2 days ago, 2 days after he was here, and 2 days ago today. So I got they say come in threes. I got my three. I lost Chico. I lost Bruce. I lost Miss Hansen. So I want to say rest in peace to those three, and blessings to the Walden family, the Howard family, and the Hanson family. I got nothing but love for y'all, man, and I mean that. These are people that I go way back with to the beginning of time for me. So um, that was my day, and I hate. I'm sorry that it took so long, but I that was one rabbit hole I was gonna go down, and
Right.
I'm okay with it. So
Let's raise a glass to him then.
that said, that's to them.
Cheers.
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 Woo! Sadly enough, this is the first time my brothers and I, all four of us, were together and got to hang out together um, since my mother died. So
Oh wow.
the funeral. So you know, Chico brought us back together. So appreciate that, Chick. Uh, I also my one of my brothers just had a birthday Wednesday. Happy birthday to Thad. His birthday was 2 days ago, day before yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Shit. And I also got to give a shout out to my boy Greg Campbell, who just got out the hospital tonight. So hopefully I can catch up with him tomorrow. I'm glad he's doing better. I'm glad he is still amongst the hard heads out here.
Right.
So before we get into it, man, I just want to real quick do one more of these. Hold on.
Oh, it's a good thing I re-poured. I realized I was a little low. I look, that last
Joe
one
got
I
that.
took it, I downed it real quick. I was like, oh shit, I just
Joe
finished.
got that sipping glass over there guzzling.
Hey,
Look,
that sipping glass do you some justice.
the description was a line that says it makes your whiskey taste better. They ain't
Hey, I
lying.
like it. I like it. So that last one was for Bruce Chico and Miss Hanson. Um this one is for us, man. Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Get
Cheers.
started. All right, had to separate the two. Now let's get on with the What Up Doe Show, man. Let's see here. What we got going? I've got a local story here in Detroit. For some reason, it's a story. There's this building downtown with this iconic painting on the side of it. In fact, the guy who did that painting got so popular, he's done it in 99 other cities around the country.
Oh wow.
Okay, it's a picture of whales. It's tall, and the whales are like going up and down, and it's kind of cool. They call it the whale building because of the painting. That's what we've always called it. Um, well, the whale building was sold, and the new owner, who is Dan Gilbert, I'll say his name. I know him. Old the Cavaliers. Uh, he decided he wanted to cover up the mural with a happier mural, at least temporarily. So they're not going to shave the painting off. They're not going to paint over it. They're going to put something over the top of it and allow this guy, black guy too, he's an artist, to put his mural on top of it. And they showed us what this mural is. And it's ugly as fuck. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to show it to you because it is fucking ugly.
Yeah, I
And
saw it when you had posted it. It's basically like a bunch of emojis.
yeah, the happy faces and shit. His iconic happy faces. What he called it? Like, dude, you don't have. It's not iconic because you're not an icon. We don't know you.
Right.
I appreciate.
You're from fucking
Bro.
Cleveland. What the
I
fuck you
appreciate.
doing?
I appreciate that the brother got a chance, but damn.
Well, man, you're from Cleveland. Where the fuck do you come in and no, not the artist. I'm talking about Dan Gilbert. How does he just decide he can come in to Detroit and just take down the icon?
Okay, so full disclosure, he's from Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Dan Gilbert is from Detroit. Rocket Mortgage Company took off here. It's now Quicken Loans, but that this is where he made his name for himself, and he wanted to buy the Pistons, and the Pistons wouldn't sell.
Okay.
So therefore, he went out and ended up getting the Cavaliers, and he tried to get my guy Mason to come over and be the voice of the Cavaliers, and Mason wouldn't leave Detroit. He said no, and which is ironic because Mason is actually from Youngstown, Ohio. He's actually from Cleveland, Ohio, rather. Yeah, but he would not leave Detroit. He loves it here. He made a name for himself here, and he said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not going to be the voice of the Cavaliers. I'm going to stay here and remain the voice of the Pistons." So that is Mason that created Detroit basketball.
Oh, okay.
That's Mason. So Dan Gilbert tried to snag him away from the Pistons when he bought the Cavs. Yeah, so he bought them, and that's why it's Quicken Loans Arena. Because he changed the name of Rocket Mortgage to Quicken Loans.
Okay.
But still, your point is still valid. And there is what they want to change it to. That ugly fucking mural right there is what they want to put in downtown Detroit. What's your thoughts, Big Ed? How do you like that?
My 10-year-old did that.
So you like it then?
No.
So you come on, man. You can't put it down if it's your 10-year-old.
It's one of them ones where you look at your kid and you say, "That's nice."
Let's put it on the refrigerator.
Yeah, Joe knows what I'm talking about. That's nice.
Oh yeah, that's nice. We're gonna put that on the refrigerator.
That's one of those. At least you tried.
Right, it's gonna be right next to the turkey that you made with your hand.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what that is. So let's see. Can I get this? Can I get this right here? I got a picture of them side by side. Let's see if it'll let me. Let's see if it actually will let me show you this. Yeah, hold on. Here they are, side by side. The mural that is and the one they want to turn it into. Oh, damn it. Where the fuck are you? Where are you, son of a bitch? I
Can't find the share button.
I can't find the damn picture.
Oh.
I saved it, but I can't find it. Because there's too much stuff here. And I was just saying over the weekend, I need to clear this shit out. I don't look at half of these pictures, like ever. And now here I am. I just saved this picture and now I can't find it. Shame on me.
Hey, that reminds me. Joe, next time you come to town, I need you to help me to organize my computer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, I think. Maybe.
What's that?
I said maybe. I don't.
She said maybe.
Like, it depends. Like, people have their different ideas of organizing their computers. I have my own idea as well.
I just need all the stuff that I need in one place.
Okay, see, because I got my stuff organized by music, pictures, videos, and then even deeper with pictures, I got my chroma key backgrounds, my OBS overlays, stuff like that, all in separate folders.
See, I need a folder with everything in it with subfolders.
Okay, so you want one folder with everything in it, and everything to be categorized and sorted out,
Yep.
and separate folders within that folder.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to basically try to make a low-income subdivision in the folder.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all doing this because I cannot find where the fucking picture is. Okay, so it says it's right here in pictures. It says it's right here where I'm looking, and I can't freaking find it. All right, let's go back out.
Could it be under a different name?
I'm looking right at it, bro. I'm looking right at it, honestly. But I can't.
I'll see if I
Why
can
is
bring it
it
up.
not there? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, never mind. I guess it's not meant to be seen.
Oh, it's meant to be seen. I got you.
I mean, I literally just saved this freaking picture twice. And I looked at the property and it told me this is where it's at, and it's not fucking here. And now I'm angry because I feel bad because I want y'all to see this picture. It tells the story so much more vividly. This is like the worst What Up Doe show ever.
It's the Wyland Detroit mural.
I'm looking at the picture, man. I'm literally looking at the picture.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now too.
And for some reason, it is not
About to
allowing
get
me
ghetto
show it.
with it. Hold on.
Let's see if it's here. Nope, not there. Somebody's calling my phone.
Oh, you disabled.
That's Lil D.
You disabled sharing.
I disabled sharing what?
Screen sharing.
I don't know what you mean.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Because you're not supposed to be sharing the screen. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was just gonna put the whale picture up.
Well, I'm just fucking with you. What's up, Big D? What's going on? I got the John on the line, man. The John is in the building. What up, Lil D?
What up? What up? What's happening? What's up, crew?
Nothing much. What up, though?
Hey, what y'all looking like over there, man? You know I'm trying to pull up on you.
Pull on up.
All right, bet. I'm gonna pull up. I'll be up out of here in a minute.
Got me drinking Remy tonight, so.
I see you here. We're going to do a shot when you get here. Because it's shot night. No, we ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that.
Nobody gotta go to work but me.
Because I said we ain't doing all that. So somebody got to be responsible here.
All right, man. I'm on you. I'm on you.
All right, later.
All right, yeah.
As Lil D, he will be in the building here shortly. You can share it now, Big Ed. Go ahead. I'm just mad that I can't see that I can't find where this damn picture is saved to. I literally just saved it twice. Okay, save image. And it is here. And it's here. It's sitting right there. Why is it not letting me see you? You sons of biscuits. That's the original.
Yep. That is a million times better than the happy smiley
That's what's down there now. That's
10-year-old crayon drawing.
That is the iconic program there. And for some reason, you and I just went black in Joe's screen. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Well, I'm kind of back. What the fuck am I sharing here?
Oh, you're sharing. Oh, it's showing my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and go back.
Yeah. Go back. We're not gonna allow him to do that anymore.
I'm sitting here like, wait, what the hell just happened to my screen though? There we go.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Shit.
That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun at all. But no, thanks, Big Ed. I'm just messing with you. That was cool.
All right, I got y'all.
But I have a picture that I have saved several times here. That is both of them side by side.
There you go.
Huh?
I'm seeing it, but it's not showing up on the show.
Okay, there it is. I see it. That's it. Okay, I'm taking that away from you. That's enough, goddammit.
There we go.
Just threaten to take it away from you once, and you still do it again.
Hey, I didn't.
That was me.
That was Waze this time.
Oh Lord have mercy! I'm taking it away from both of you.
I snuck in there.
She heard it this time.
Taking it away from both of you.
I've had some kind of explosion happen around my house twice within the last hour and a half.
You always
Tell
got
Junior he needs to stop
crazy
eating
shit
them burritos.
Yeah.
Somebody
some crazy shit going on over there.
Get it again.
You know what? I'll be right back, man. So yes, I think we're all in agreement that the whales look better than
The 10-year-old crayon drawing.
Yeah,
and
definitely looks better than the pre-K art assignment.
and it's gonna look worse when it's huge because this is not a small building.
Mm.
This building is like huge, and you're gonna have this huge happy face. That's bullshit, and I'm not having it. I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna go check on my brother real quick, see if he all right, and see if I can get him on the show.
Okay.
All right.
Catch y'all in a minute.
Yep.
It's the What Up Doe Show. So keeping all day bothering me about let's do the What Up Doe Show. Let's do a special What Up Doe Show with the brother. We here, blah, blah, blah. Now we're doing a show and this motherfucker don't want to come in here. He got comfortable, laid up on the couch, taking a nap, looking at his phone, all that kind of shit.
Hell nah.
Yeah, that's what people do. All right, so this next story, I want to say two words. And I think that one or both of you can run with it from there. I might even walk away for a minute.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Fucker. You want to take the lead on this, bro?
He might be on the mural show. Let me put it that way. He might end up on another show at another time.
Without going into the other show, let's stay in this one.
I know. I'm just.
What did you have to say about him today?
He's a dumbass. I don't know. I've always thought he's a damn good football player. But besides football, I don't think there's much that goes on up there.
Joe, you got a more in-depth response to that?
I disagree with the saying that he's not all up there. He's a highly intelligent person. That can be proven through football by his angles and everything he takes throwing the ball. What I will say, though, is he is as intelligent and smart as he is, decision-making is not his thing outside of football. And thinking for himself is not his thing outside of football.
Actually, thinking for himself, thinking about himself is more his thing outside of football. He's a very selfish person.
I wouldn't say selfish. Irresponsible? Oh, absolutely. He's the decision to go and announce that you've gotten your COVID vaccination, just to turn around and say, oh shit, I got COVID, so I guess I might as well tell the truth. I don't actually have the vaccination.
But see, that's the thing. He never said he was vaccinated.
Oh, he has.
No, he said I was immunized. And everybody took that as he was vaccinated.
God damn, I didn't even think about that, yeah.
But what he was saying is just what he said the other day. I'm listening to Joe Rogan. I'm not listening to doctors. I'm going to listen to Joe Rogan. And that's how he was immunized.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Joe Rogan as far as comedy and his commentating in the UFC. Big fan of his. Politically, intellectually, responsibly. No. He would have been better off listening to fucking Pat McAfee, whose show he's on almost every goddamn day.
But even Pat McAfee was laughing at him.
I bet.
Like, dude, you're really a dumbass, aren't you?
Yeah, because you know Pat McAfee, he don't give a shit. Ask all those linebackers when he was in the NFL. He was like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's going to try to block those linebackers. He's going to tell Aaron Rodgers in his face, you a dumbass. He's going to be the motherfucker that gets Coach Zimmer on the goddamn show and says, hey, by the way, you kind of suck.
But yeah, how in the hell are you going to listen to Joe Rogan over doctors?
Same reason why a ton of people listen to fucking Donald Trump instead of the doctors and scientists.
Well, he tried to tell the doctors, tell everybody, take a bath in bleach. Let's inject bleach into you. So, yeah. But, I don't know. I'm not going to take no horse deworming fucking medicine and then say that I've been immunized because I've taken a horse deworming medicine.
Mm-hmm.
We're not fighting worms.
It's really no different than those people that's claiming or taking dosages of mushrooms and claiming, oh, I'm not getting high. Nigga, you feel better than you did 5 minutes ago.
Look, bro, if you, I know where you're going with this. You leave my gummies out of this.
I said mushrooms, not gummies. There's a difference.
Okay, I'm just saying, the gateway. You're taking the gateway to my gummies, and I'm just trying to stop you now before you even get that far.
Well, most people say that your gummies are a gateway to mushrooms.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I told you that was when you start talking about in ingesting drugs, you are that's the gateway to the conversation. So
look,
stop it.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not even anti-mushrooms. I'm the same motherfucker that got fucking lost in his goddamn hat because of mushrooms.
Well, I put mushrooms on my pizza, and that's about it.
Oh,
damn. I dare you to put these mushrooms on your pizza.
You think that motherfucker's trying to eat you?
I'm not going there. I just told y'all I'm going there. Having that conversation, y'all trying to aim at my gummies, and I'm not letting it happen.
Oh no, we ain't aiming at because of shit.
I should probably let you guys know I'm about 6 shots in at this point.
I got a whole pack of gummies sitting in the drawer right now.
So look here, getting back to Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to fly. I didn't mean to fly off that. I didn't mean for Big Ed to try to out funny me about gummies. But anyway, stop.
I just laughed.
Stop. So in reference to Aaron Rodgers, how do you feel about the comparisons being made to Aaron Rodgers and Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie was out front about it. That's the difference. He didn't try to bullshit his way into getting people to believe something. He was upfront, in your face about it, very honest. Aaron was dishonest about his approach. He used side speak in a means of trying to convince the populace that I am vaccinated when the reality is he wasn't.
Yeah, Kyrie told the truth. Aaron Rodgers lied. And my daddy always told me, don't trust a liar. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
You only trust a liar when the police are involved.
No, I don't trust the police either.
And even then, you don't trust the liar.
So yeah, I don't trust the police either. So look, okay. So and I heard everything you said, and I appreciate all of it. Um, I agree with most of it. I agree with most of it. I think there's still more. And one thing you didn't touch about Aaron Rodgers when you discussed Aaron Rodgers of himself is the slap on the wrist that came down from the NFL, who said 300,000 fine for the billionaire and 14,000 fine toward the multimillionaire. In other words, you didn't do shit.
Essentially, yeah.
Especially when CeeDee Lamb got hit with a $20,000 fine for having an untucked jersey.
Especially when, if I bring the next part back into the conversation, Kyrie Irving is not playing basketball. Kyrie Irving was upfront and honest, and now he doesn't have a team. He can't participate in the sport. Aaron Rodgers lied, broke protocol, and put everyone's life in danger potentially, and he got nothing.
Well, shit, to put it in even better retrospect, he lied and all that. Cam Newton outright said, "No, I'm not getting vaccinated." It took him 2.5 months to find a new team after being let go.
And he also had to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's also since been vaccinated and said, "Okay, look, I've gotten vaccinated, so I'm ready to play." And you're right. And now he didn't find a new team. He found an old team.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He found an old team that brought him back, which we were going to get into a little later, but we can go there now. So yes, Cam is back with Carolina, which is okay with me. I'm okay with that. But you are absolutely right. It took him months to find a spot. And Kyrie is out of basketball and losing $300,000 a day, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Aaron Rodgers gets a slap on the wrist. And you know what? The NFL knew he wasn't vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They knew it the whole time.
They have the vaccination records of every player.
The team knew it the whole time. Yeah. And yes, he did lie. He did say immunized, but he also said yes.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, are you vaccinated? And he said, yeah, I'm immunized.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I'm immunized wasn't technically a lie, the word yeah was.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean immunized was a lie.
If you want to say no, technically, if he's saying what I did immunized me, then I believe I'm immunized. Yes, I'm immunized. But the question was not, are you immunized? The question was, are you vaccinated? And he said, yeah, I'm immunized. And if even if your definition of immunized is not in accordance with what their definition of vaccinated means, you can technically say that's not a lie. But you said, yeah, that's a lie.
Exactly.
Because it was a yes or no question. You said yes, and the answer was no.
Now, bringing it back around to Cam Newton and his experience with not being vaccinated, but at least being upfront about it, at this point, I don't see why. I think Cam Newton has a rightful case of being able to file a lawsuit against the NFL for discrimination purposes due to the fact of this situation with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it wholeheartedly. And not only that, it's a joke, man. It has to bother everybody. Because who else is immunized but not vaccinated? That y'all letting go, that y'all letting ride with it.
Right.
Who else out there is saying that you are aware and you wasn't about to fess up shit?
You know how the media is finding out a lot of people are unvaccinated? Because the NFL right now has protocols, different protocols for vaccinated and unvaccinated players.
Which he didn't follow. He didn't follow any of it.
Yep.
So that's why because there was this assumption that he was vaccinated because he said yes, right? He answered yes. And
But when he went on COVID protocol, though, is when the shit hit the fan.
so if I can finish, he wasn't going to fess up.
Right.
So don't come out and blame the media and say that we're lying, say that the media's lying. No, they're not. You lied.
Yeah, he said that.
You absolutely lied. That was on you.
And what I will agree with Big Ed is, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, what I was going to say is what I'd agree with Big Ed on this is that it was very selfish because he's putting his teammates, his coaches, and all those fans in the stands that night or during each game in jeopardy because of his decision making.
Absolutely.
He's putting the whole season in jeopardy.
Not just selfish, arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
Arrogant to come out and say that everybody else is lying and the media is doing this and that when you know damn well you lied between your teeth. And we know it. And it's on tape. And you saw the tape. Right? So you're saying this and you never would have fessed up. You thought you were going to skate through this entire season and be able to say I told you so when it was all said and done. I played the whole season. I didn't get vaccinated. Nobody ever knew, but you caught it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem became you caught it. Now the question is, who did you give it to?
Yeah.
Because you've been at all the press conferences without masks. You've been around the facility all this time without a mask. You've been on the field after games, talking to players, shaking hands, hugging people without a mask. You've been on the sideline without a mask. Who did you infect with it?
Big Ed. Or sacked without a mask. So that's why Khalil Mack got sick. Just saying.
There is, the protocol, they can still play the game, but the protocol has to do with when you're not in the game and you're not on the field. You know what I'm saying? You're on the sideline. You're talking to people after the game. You come to press conferences in these other rooms full of people. You are to wear a mask. That is your protocol. And that's what Big Ed was talking about, how sometimes the media knows when you are not vaccinated because protocol is going to out you.
Exactly.
Because they see you on the sideline with a mask on, or you come to a press with a mask on.
It's not only that, though. They have different protocols for vaccinated players that get COVID or test positive for COVID, and they have different protocols for unvaccinated players that test positive for COVID. If you test positive and you're unvaccinated, you're automatically sitting for 2 weeks.
Correct, but you don't have it, you're supposed, because you have to wear this tail. You got to wear this mask that says I'm unvaccinated.
Yeah.
But see, also on the flip side, if you're vaccinated, you got to take 2 tests, 24 hours apart, and if you test negative on both of those tests, then you're able to play that week.
Correct. You are correct. But again, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people getting outed without catching it.
Mm-hmm.
You are not vaccinated and you're outed because you have to, part of their protocol as an unvaccinated player, you have different mask regulations.
Yep.
And that's what people that are lying and arrogant about it avoided.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Aaron Rodgers is out on the field shaking hands and hugging other opposing players with no mask on. He's in the quarterback room looking at film with no mask on because this shit is right. Because he don't want to be out. He's already lied.
Yeah.
And he thought he was going to get away with this shit. He really did.
No.
And yet, and it still bothers me on the flip side that Kyrie is out of basketball.
No. I personally would like to send a message out to Aaron Rodgers on this situation. I know he's never going to see this, but in the chance that he does, nigga, get vaccinated. You're on my bench right now in the motherfucking fantasy football league. Numerous leagues. Get your shit together. Don't get pulled out for the rest of the season. Don't fuck me over because you dumb. Get your shit together.
Yeah. That was fun.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about what?
Phone.
Oh, you all right, man. You all right. It was great to have you stop talking. I'm just fucking with you, man.
God damn it. I had alcohol in my mouth when you said that shit. If that came through my nose, I would have been fucked.
I hadn't taken a jab at you all night.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, nothing. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Maybe I should have had my headphones on. I could have heard it better.
Yeah, you missed it. It was, I got you good.
They on now.
So I got 2 words.
Okay.
Who's gonna respond first?
I'll go.
Yeah, I went first last time.
All right. 2 words, Waze. Kyle Rittenhouse.
I prefer to call him shitface, by the way. If you want a clear case of a dishonest judge who is very much biased, look no further than this case. If you want a clear image of a child sociopath, look no further than this case. Kyle Rittenhouse fucking faking the crying was one of the most sociopathic things I have ever seen on live television. This judge,
A lot of slobbering with no tears.
man, I've never seen someone cry so hard and dry at all ever in my life. But this judge, one, would not allow video evidence showing Kyle Rittenhouse committing the crime that he is being tried for. And then 2, as brought up to me earlier, the fact that the judge wouldn't allow these people who have died from Kyle Rittenhouse's actions to be considered victims, which automatically says this judge is siding with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Hold on, bro. Not only were they not able to be called victims, they could be called looters, rioters, and protesters, but they couldn't be called victims, even though they were a victim of a crime.
This case is the perfect depiction of what is wrong with the United States judicial system.
I'm almost thinking we're back in the 1950s South.
I can say this. If this motherfucker gets off, I don't want to hear shit else about OJ.
This is their get back for OJ. This is them getting back for OJ.
This motherfucker got more evidence. They ain't have nearly this much evidence on OJ.
Mm-mm.
Okay, not even close.
And then
He's claiming self-defense.
yep. By killing two he killed two unarmed people. One of them is disputed if he had a gun or not. But still, you killed two unarmed people. What were you defending yourself from? An ass whooping?
That you deserve for killing the first person?
It's almost as bad as these people out on the streets with all the guns right now. They can't take an ass whooping, so they decide they're going to shoot somebody.
It's worse. It's the fact that he was shooting someone. He knew what was going on. He knew the situation he was getting himself into. And he actively went into this situation with a firearm that is not made to subdue any individual. It is made to blow your back out.
Any firearm isn't made to subdue somebody. They're made to kill. That's the only purpose of them. The main purpose of a gun is to kill.
Okay, no, you just made two different statements. You just made a contradictory statement. I agree with the second one, not the first one. You said lastly you said the main purpose of a gun. But before that, you implied that's the only purpose. I agree. This guy belongs in a whole lot of jail. Now the judge allowed for him to be convicted on lesser charges.
Mm-hmm.
And tried to played it up well actually to this boy that understand that if you agree to allow these lesser charges, it increases the odds that you get convicted of something. And he said he understood that, right?
Yep.
Now, what the prosecution is saying is the flip side of that is those lesser charges are easier for the prosecution to fight on appeal.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why they don't want the lesser charges brought in. They're saying, basically what they're saying is, y'all want to bring in these lesser charges, convict him on a lesser charge, have him appeal it when no, because once the camera's gone, the cameras are gone. They don't come back for appeals because it's no longer a big deal to us. We found out what he got. So when he comes back for an appeal and nobody's watching, you get this boy off. He dropped the charges. He probably did 6 months in the joint, a year or less. Now, granted, he can get his ass kicked in a lot less time than 6 months.
Woo. I feel sorry for him. Whatever jail he goes to in Wisconsin.
I don't. I don't feel sorry for him one bit. Not at all.
Let me say I don't feel sorry for him, but I know what's gonna happen to him as soon, because I've been in that Wisconsin jail system, and it ain't no hope.
No, there's not a jail system in the world that is a hoe. They all real, nigga. Ain't no joke. Ain't no fucking joke. You can watch a Tupac video and think it's all fun and games and bury me a G and all that shit. But in real life, jail ain't fun.
Hell no.
It ain't fun at all. It ain't nothing cool about it.
I ain't gonna lie though.
These niggas in this motherfucker surviving.
I ain't gonna lie though. I went to county jail in Wisconsin, and then I got arrested one time up here in Minnesota, and I went to jail one time. These motherfuckers got carpet on the floor. They got reclining chairs. They got a radio in the cell already. It was like, I'm like, damn, what the
radio
the hell's going on in Wisconsin?
radio?
Now, what I will say, and I think this is a true elephant in the room concerning this case. When are charges going to be brought up against his mother for negligence and for child endangerment? He was only 17 years old at the time.
Not even legal to carry a rifle on the streets in Wisconsin. He can carry it for hunting, but he's not supposed to have it on the streets.
So you bring up a great point, Joe. A great question, and it's a great point because they keep reiterating his age
Mm-hmm.
because they are trying to use that as a defense. He was only 17. So you are 100% correct. Let's flip that script then. You're right. He was only 17. What the fuck was he doing with a fucking AR-15 down in the middle of a protest?
Exactly.
So with that,
And then when you ask that
whose
question,
response since he was only
when you ask that question, you have to ask, well, who brought him to that protest with that AR-15?
ooh, well, 17, he could be a driver.
Especially when a 12-year-old got killed in Ohio with a fucking BB gun.
Well, with this case specifically, we already know as a matter of fact, because she has stated it herself, that she is the one that transported him to Kenosha with that firearm.
Oh, that bitch should be in jail.
She should be in jail. Realistically, there's no reason why she should not be looking at any charges at all.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Another thing about this is he says he was protecting his community. Right? Didn't go to school in Kenosha. Didn't work in Kenosha. The only person he had real close ties to in Kenosha was his dad. But he's protecting his community.
That's not what he meant by community.
Oh, he meant white community.
Oh, no, but that's what he meant. But the way he was putting it to the jurors is, no, I was trying to protect my community.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he meant. But his community is not defined by a geographical region. It's more of an ideological likeness.
The same community that treated him, a 17-year-old, to a bar for celebration.
Yep.
Yeah. The same community that is trying to get him off in this fucking case, aka the judge. So it's an interesting case, and it's interesting for us to keep an eye on because I'm curious where this is gonna go, how this is gonna go.
I do have an update on this case.
Okay.
As of about 5 p.m. today, it's been announced that there's going to be 500 National Guardsmen in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Preparing for a riot.
Exactly.
You motherfuckers.
They already know what's going to go down. The writing's on the wall.
All right. Well, on a slightly lighter note, we're gonna the last topic, one more topic, and I'm gonna end it on a lighter note because it's been a very, very serious tone here this evening. OBJ to the RAMs.
Ooh. They're dangerous now. Really dangerous. Especially with the addition of Von Miller also. They done got deeper in linebacker. And now they done got. He's an upgrade over Deshaun Jackson. OBJ is. Because if you throw it to him, then if you throw it to him, he can be open to catch it, or he can catch it over people.
Well,
and it's going to open Cooper Kupp up a lot more.
OBJ is a wide receiver who plays wide receiver. Deshaun Jackson is a kick returner who happens to play wide receiver. That's the massive difference. What I am upset about with this is I think chemistry-wise, he would have been better off with either Cincinnati or Minnesota, where he has a connection with Jamar Chase and with Justin Jefferson.
What, you were going to have him play slot in Minnesota?
No, in Minnesota, Justin Jefferson will go to slot, which will be far more deadly for Minnesota to have than to have him as a 1 or 2.
I don't know. I see them two deep outside threats that Minnesota got between Thielen and Jefferson as really dangerous. And I wouldn't move neither one of them to the slot.
What I still will say about him with the Rams, though, now he can run free. He's not limited to a quarterback who has limitations. Whereas he knows, and everybody else in the world who pays attention to football knows, Matthew Stafford could bomb that ball. He could throw 100 yards in the air from the 1-yard line.
Nah, I don't know about that.
He ain't no Dante Culpepper, but you best believe that man
he might be able to throw it. He might be able to throw it that far, but is he going to be accurate with it?
Do you need to be when you got OBJ?
Yeah.
No.
Throwing the ball 100 yards, yeah, you need to be accurate.
Not with OBJ.
All right. I don't want to go down that 100-yard. Okay, it was an exaggeration. We get it. Okay, damn. Big ain't gonna get specifics. You got to be accurate from 100 yards, though. Damn. The kicker, if he's throwing 100 yards. Anyway, I will say this that people I may get backlash for, but I'll say it. I do believe Matt Stafford is better than Dante Culpepper.
Oh yeah.
I was not a Dante Culpepper fan. I thought Dante Culpepper was a product of Randy Moss.
And Chris Carter.
Randy Moss more than Chris Carter. Because even after Chris Carter left, when Randy Moss wasn't there, Culpepper's numbers went down. Yep. It was 100%. And so that's why I never bought into it. If Moss was hurt, Culpepper was hurt. What's wrong, boss? We sick? That's cool. I think OBJ to the Rams can be dangerous. I think it can be extremely dangerous. Wood, I think, is going to benefit from this as well. Woods is going to benefit from that because it's going to open up the other. You're right, though. I didn't think about Cooper Kupp is going to really be a killer now. Then what OBJ have to do is have his ego in check. Yep. You're going to get some balls. Trust me, Stafford going to throw it to you. Stafford would like to come out and throw the ball 190 times a game.
Fuck the run.
That's what he would like to do. So he will throw you the ball.
He said, you can run this ball into the air.
Trust me, if he didn't come to you, you wasn't open. He likes to throw the fucking ball.
Yep.
And if OBJ is still OBJ, which is the $1 million question.
It's not a question for me.
If he's still that guy.
He is. He had Baker Mayfield. Point made. He had Baker Mayfield.
Baker wins without him, though. Baker wins when OBJ is not there.
Yeah, he needs a running back for that, though. Whereas
even But he wins when OBJ is not there.
Who do you have at running back last week?
He has running backs even when he has OBJ. So that's not I don't buy into that. He had running backs even with OBJ, but he wins more without OBJ. It's something about their chemistry. I don't know. I don't know if it's, but it does lean to somewhat of a question. Is it a problem with OBJ?
I don't know. OBJ is.
We'll find out.
Oh yeah, I think OBJ's play style matches Matthew Stafford more than Baker Mayfield, definitely. Where OBJ, if you look at his relationship with Eli Manning, he's more comfortable with a quarterback who's willing to throw it up and not worry about the fact of what's coming behind it. And he's more comfortable with someone who's willing to just throw the ball and hope that he gets there. Whereas to Matthew Stafford, has no problem in trusting his receiver to find the fucking ball. That we've seen that for years with Megatron.
I understand that, and Megatron I think is good practice for OBJ. And if OBJ is OBJ, and I know what you're saying, you believe he is. I believe it's still yet to be seen because I haven't seen him be OBJ since he made the catch. But if he is OBJ, Matt Stafford the Megatron will help him make OBJ a star again because he likes to throw the ball high that you got to go up and get it. He would gladly throw it up there for you to go up and get it and prove yourself and make yourself a star again. You can do it. You can do it. But if you get past him, I can reach you.
But isn't the knock on OBJ is he's I demand the ball guy?
Yes.
No.
That's what he needs to change.
That's another issue. You're absolutely correct. Like you said, if this means Cooper Kupp is going to get a bunch of reps, well, what does that mean for OBJ, and how does he take that?
Well,
he needs to not worry about being the number one receiver on a route.
No.
But he needs to fill the role.
No, he'll fill that role. And I think going to the Rams, he's got the right coach for him. Sean McVay is not one of these do it my way or no way type coaches. He's one of these, I'm going to take your broken personality and I'm going to use it to my advantage type of coaches. Look what he did with Jared Goff. The man's fucking garbage. But McVay's system made him look like a star.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Because if he looked like a star, they wouldn't have gave him in 3 picks up.
No.
Okay.
They gave him the 3 picks up because they wanted a star that they didn't have to make look like a star.
Yeah, but he didn't look like a star, is my point. He looked like a star for a game or two. They went to the Super Bowl and everybody knew it wasn't because of Jared Goff.
Yeah.
All right, they lost the Super Bowl where where they held New England at 10 points, and you still couldn't win it. Still couldn't win it. So he wasn't looked at as a star. So you didn't make him look. If you were attempting to make him look like a star, you failed because you didn't make him look like a star. He didn't look like a star to me.
No. Oh no.
So that part I can't totally agree with. But that said, I do believe that it's going to work.
As do I.
I look forward to seeing it on one hand. On the other hand, my 49ers got an uphill battle right now. Because Matt Stafford likes to throw the fucking ball around. Period. So, and that's what makes me feel like they can overcome. I agree with you 1,000%, Big Ed, that OBJ has this give me the ball complex. But I believe that Matt Stafford is the kind of quarterback that will get him the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when right now most of the league's looking at OBJ. Like, we all look at him as someone that is deadly. The rest of the league, based off of his performance over the last year or 2 years, really, is looking at him like, oh, he's washed up. That's going to be where OBJ this season
I don't know
with the
if he-
Rams is going to be deadly.
Yeah, I think you're overstating that, man. I don't think he's been looked at as washed up. I think he's been looked at as not a good fit with Baker Mayfield for whatever reason. If there now, is it a question that is it because he's washed up? Is it because Baker is not that good, or is it neither? And they just don't match. They just don't match. You know, and we don't know. We don't know the answer to that yet. We're about to find out.
I don't know. One thing that I've always heard and I really believe in is the best ability is availability. And he's been hurt a lot in the last few years.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely hasn't been the same since that major injury in New York.
But hasn't he gotten hurt once every 2 years since then?
Pretty much.
And been out for a long stretches of time?
Well,
I mean, I think it's interesting that Joe was just saying he's the same OBJ, but then Joe just said he hasn't been the same since that big injury. So I get, you know, that's the question that lies there. People wonder, is he still him? We're gonna find out. Matt Stafford, because on the hand that you said, now Cooper Kupp is gonna be wide open. Shucks. Cooper Kupp is the number one receiver in the league right now.
Yep.
OBJ is about to be wide open.
that's how I feel.
OBJ, they ain't gonna be doubling up on OBJ and leave Cooper open. No, I'd rather make sure that we put extra attention on Cooper and see what OBJ can do. So he's going to be open.
Oh, yeah. But he's not going to be open as the number one receiver.
You don't have to be a number one receiver. All you got to do is be open, motherfucker.
Exactly.
But the problem is, which one are you going to double team?
Cooper, the one who's actually been killing it this year.
Exactly. And now so we're going to see what OBJ can do. So OBJ might go off.
Hey, let's put it like this. That first half of the game, they're going to be doubling Cooper. By halftime, they're going to be forced into position of playing man-to-man, which is going to lose the game. Because you do not play man-to-man against Cooper Kupp, and you do not play man-to-man against OBJ. Not unless you got Jalen Ramsey, who happens to be on the Rams. So they're going to be forced. I'm going to just say it right out. The Rams are winning this week. There's no way with OBJ there, they're losing.
Well, he ain't had time to get into the playbook that deep yet. So
Just tell him his route.
I mean, hey, I don't know if OBJ is playing or not, but I don't think being a veteran receiver, he can probably get in the game and play. If he was a quarterback, I would feel differently, but as a receiver, yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't play.
You just have to tell your receiver 1 through 9.
yeah. Or you tell him take a 9 route. That's it.
That said, Big Ed, I'm gonna ask you first. OBJ, sit him or start?
Oh, that's a hard one. Because we don't know if he's playing. If he's playing, I'll start him.
Wade?
Oh, I'm starting him. I know for a fact he's going to play.
And there it is. So we all agree that OBJ to the Rams is high quality H2O. Want to thank y'all for joining us, man. That's your boy OG Tim Wilson. On behalf of my man Big Ed Wade, Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. We want to thank y'all for watching the What Up Doe Show, and we hope that you tune in again. Peace out.
Just need to clear my mind.